Now it's December, and after planting onion sets in June, it's finally harvest time. So in today's video, I will take you through harvesting these onions. We will also talking about the curing process for long-term storage, and then we will share tips also on growing onions from sets and seeds. So all of that is coming up. Now before we go ahead and harvest these onions, let us quickly talk about the two ways that you can actually grow onions. Now you can grow onions from seeds, or you can grow onions from sets. So growing onions from seed require you to start them off indoors and then transplant them maybe after 4 to 6 weeks. Now the beauty of growing onions from seeds is the fact that you can actually grow different varieties and your onions will be less likely to bolting. Now onion sets are immature bulbs that grow faster and is much easier to plant. They're actually perfect for beginner gardeners. So the way I started mine, I first started mine off in this trays just to get a head start, and then I transplanted them into my raised bed in June with some other brassicas. Now the downside with onion sets is that they are very prone to bolting, and you have also limited choice when it comes to variety. But whether you grow onions from seeds or from sets, onions is definitely a beautiful long-term, long-season crop that you can grow bring some flavor into your kitchen. So let's go ahead and harvest the beautiful onions here in the garden. When the bulbs are large and firm and the leaves are starting to turn yellow or the necks are flopping over, then that will be indication that your onions are ready for harvesting. So you can see the papery brown color of the onions, and that is an indication that your onions are ready. So let's go ahead and harvest these onions. Now, when it comes to harvesting time, it's important to actually choose a nice dry day, just to make sure that your onions are not full of mud. I will just gently pull out these onions. I'm not going to use any fork. I will just loosen the soil and gently pull the onions, and I will just be careful not to bruise them. So after you harvest them, you can just brush off the excess dirt. Let me bring this lovely, man. Here we also have, look like some red onions. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm really pleased. Big guy. By the way, it's close there. I'm very happy with this one. Look. Me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nice. Yeah, so I'm very pleased with these onions. It's actually the first time that I trying onions. Mainly in the past I was just focusing on growing spring onions, but this year I thought let me give the onion sets a try. So now that the onions have been harvested, curing is an important process for long-term storage. So without curing, the onion necks will remain moist, and which will make the onions actually prone to rotting. So the next step, I will just lay out these onions on the table at the moment to allow them actually to cure. So let's go ahead and go ahead with how I'm gonna set up these onions for curing. But I'm totally happy with what they have here. Let's go. So a well cured onion can actually last very long. So the curing process is only important if your intent is to store the onions. But obviously onions can be consumed immediately from your garden. But if your intent is to store the onions, it's therefore important to actually cure your onions. So I'll just lay these onions out on the table. I will allow this to go for a couple of days, and then I will probably take them inside and continue the curing process in my garage. But for the next 3 days, I will just allow it to be here in the shady area on the table. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to check out another video where that is also covering onions, how to grow onions, or have the onion flavor throughout the year, click on the screen and check out this video. And also check out another harvesting video. I hope you are well, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. Keep on sowing and growing. Peace.